For decades, it was a staple across Southern California, a local original that built a loyal following before quietly fading away. Now the iconic Los Angeles brand Pioneer Chicken is making a comeback, tapping into nostalgia, family history, and a new generation of fans. Lydia Pantazis takes us inside the revival of this hometown classic.
It's that ultra crispy, slightly orange tinted hand battered fried chicken, the kind that crackles the second you bite into it. But for Kevin Williams,
I'm just hoping for that, that old time feeling of like coming in here with my family back in the days and sitting down eating chicken and, just kind of, that little wholesome feeling.
And for some Angelinos, it's more than a meal. It's muscle memory. He was driving through Boyle Heights when he saw a name he hadn't seen in more than 40 years, Pioneer Chicken, and he couldn't just keep driving.
May the first bite be the best bite. That is most definitely an old familiar taste.
Williams isn't the only one chasing that feeling. For decades, Pioneer wasn't just a restaurant, it was woven into growing up in Los Angeles. Birthday dinners after Little League games, Sunday afternoons after church, bright boxes on kitchen tables across the city. And now, for many, it's a taste they thought was gone for good.
I didn't know what to expect, but it just kind of brought that memory back when I first took that first bite of what, that's what I was expecting, what I got right there.
That familiar taste, it's what's fueling a comeback. Because for years, many believed this Los Angeles original had faded into history. The brand registered its trademark in 1961, but records show founder H.R. Rick Kaufman opened the first location in 1959 in Echo Park, just down the street from Dodger Stadium. And it wasn't just the flavor that set it apart.
Pioneer Chicken was revolutionizing not just fried chicken, but takeout food as a whole. Back in the day, it was a lot of dining, a lot of sitting down, but we were revolutionizing takeout food. So putting it in a box with ventilation holes and for you to take it home and eat it fresh at home. That was what Pioneer Takeout was about.
Long before takeout became the norm, Pioneer built its brand on it, the idea that you could just bring the restaurant home. By the early 1980s, more than 300 locations stretched across California into Nevada, Arizona, and even Japan. At the height of that growth, Ernesto Aguirre's grandfather franchised this Boyle Heights location.
He's a true example of an American dream. He started out as a cook and then built himself up to be a manager, eventually an owner. He was able to maintain the recipe for so many years, running it his way without having, the tools of social media and everything that we have access to nowadays. So, it brings back memories working here for sure, but also shows me how much hard work he really put into it, how hard it really is to keep a brand and the legacy and consistency and quality. And so there's a lot of respect, I guess, to him.
By the late 1980s, the iconic Pioneer Pete signs began disappearing. The company faced mounting debt. By the early 1990s, many locations were taken over by other fast food chains. One by one, they were gone. But the Aguirre family refused to sell. Instead, they narrowed their focus, not on what was closing around them, but on who was walking through their doors.
How you doing? I gotta always make sure they have the best experience, they have the best food, the best quality. It was to just focus on us, everybody around us is closing, everybody's turning to a different team, but what we can for sure control is the person that's walking into this building. So it was just very let's just take care of what we have, maintain it for a long time. It was very just focus on us.
They protected what felt like home. Now they're trying to rebuild it. Val Aguirre, Ernesto's sister, grew up in this restaurant too. She was still a student at Cal State Northridge when her brother started mapping out a comeback.
When my brother came to me, I was a student still at CSUN, and he had this big vision for what he imagined for the restaurant, and I was all in. We just got to work, so I started working here on the weekends.
She's now earning her master's in branding and art direction in London, but she's still helping shape the brand from across the Atlantic, rebuilding the website, curating the social media, reimagining the identity without losing the past.
one of our main goals was to bring back all of the authentic packaging from the 70s. So all of the packaging that we use now, I reference specifically from the packaging in the 70s, all of our cups, our interior design, our social media posts, everything. We try to use that as our blueprint.
And that blueprint is starting to draw a crowd. At a recent Foodzilla Street Food Festival in San Fernando, the line stretched down the block. Customers waiting more than an hour for a taste of that fried chicken. Among them, Norma Cano.
They had like little tables outside of the restaurant, and my parents would take me and we would just go and just sit down and just have like that drumstick. My mom always said, you were always with that drumstick.
For younger customers, it's an introduction, a first bite of something that helped define Los Angeles. In a city constantly reinventing itself, where restaurants come and go and history can disappear overnight, this comeback isn't just about crispy skin or a secret recipe. It's about legacy, about family, and a community that never really let it go. Because the crackle you hear isn't just fried chicken, it's Los Angeles remembering its past.
Just 2 Pioneer Chicken locations have remained open, the one in Boyle Heights and one in Bell Gardens.